Yo, what's up, everybody? Mal with the mic is back for the first time in a while. I got my boy Munir on the show. I got my boy Ali on the show. We are finally back. And today, we're talking the NBA draft and off-season. Thank you guys for patiently waiting. The summer has begun, so expect a bunch of content. And let's get this thing underway. So I think a good place to start would be the number one pick in Dallas. They got extremely lucky with that lottery.
Not even know it's rigged.
It has to be rigged.
It's not rigged. It's not rigged.
They trade Luka and then immediately get the number one pick.
Not immediately.
Oh, okay.
They had a
1.8%
1.8% chance.
1.8% chance to get the number one pick. Probably the best player, the best 18-year-old in the country.
With the first pick
All right, bro.
of the 2025 NBA draft,
Got a Mavs
Shut up,
fan
bro.
here.
Shut up.
the
We got a
Dallas
Mavs
Mavericks
fan
select Cooper Flag.
He goes number one to Dallas. Do you think that makes them contenders? I mean, as we saw in the West, the really only team out there is OKC. Everyone else is kind of in this, like,
They are contenders.
yeah.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Yes.
AD gets injured a lot. And I don't know. They're definitely going to get in the playoffs, but I'm not going to have them like number one, number two.
Yeah. I think on paper, it's a very good team. As long as
When Kyrie comes back, they're going to be
when
good.
Kyrie comes back, they have obviously that great center duo of Lively and Gafford, along with Anthony Davis, who they acquired in the Luka trade, and now a superstar right off the bat, starting his rookie year, Cooper Flag, who's obviously going to be a great NBA player. Let's ask the Mavericks fan, what do you think is going to happen here?
We're winning the chip 82-0.
Did he just say that?
Honestly. Probably.
82. Okay, let's get your unbiased thing.
Okay, unbiased. I think we might be like third or fourth seed.
I can see that. I think
No,
it
no.
all relies on health.
I think this.
If
It's really unlikely that AD's going to stay healthy the whole season.
But if you could play like 70 games, that's good. I mean, Kyrie's probably not going to come back around until like
January.
February, March. Yeah, I'd say
January.
January. So if the Mavs can stay healthy, if they can, be consistent, this is a very good team. This could be a top 5 team in the West, and they could go deep in the playoffs. Obviously,
I'm not saying chip.
if they're healthy, they can be a title contender.
No.
Yes.
Think about it, bro. I didn't even mention Klay Thompson.
Okay,
listen,
no,
Klay
wait.
Klay Thompson is not what he used to be, but he's still Klay Thompson.
He's okay. He's not good. He's okay.
Kyrie
Oh,
Irving.
PJ Washington. Don't forget about PJ Washington. PJ Washington is not bad either. Max Christie, who they got in the Lakers trade, he's not bad either.
Max Christie.
Max Christie's nice. That's a good bench
He's
piece.
a solid bench piece, yeah.
So if they can stay healthy, if their guys can stay consistent, specifically their young guys like Christie and Lively and Flag, they can be good.
Yeah.
Dylan Harper, straight out of Jersey, Rutgers, goes to the San Antonio Spurs, and this team is gonna be nasty,
Now they're
bro.
gonna be.
Nobody
De'Aaron
could like.
I have them being better than. I have them having a better seed than the Mavs. 100%.
It's a possibility. I mean, I guess we'll see what happens with Wemby. Obviously, dealt with the blood clots.
If Wemby's healthy the whole season, they're definitely gonna have a really.
They
maybe
could
4-3.
really, they could genuinely.
You just
be
learned
a-
kung
four.
fu, bro.
That's even better, bro.
He's
You
a
see
menace.
what Wemby's doing? I'm gonna throw that on the screen. Wemby
And
literally doing
give
kung
Wemby,
fu out
like-
there in like Japan.
Give Wemby a couple years and he's gonna be like one of the best shot blockers in the game.
He already is one of the best shot
No,
blockers
like
in
his
the game.
all-time history.
Oh, all time. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. He's on that trajectory. The way the Spurs are like put together, they're so young. Wemby, Castle, De'Aaron Fox,
Stephon Castle's a beast.
Stephon Castle is nice. Honestly, I think
Out of every,
the fit with Dylan Harper isn't that great, specifically because of how many young, agile, athletic point guards that they already have.
me personally, I think Harper should be starting over Vassell.
Oh, Spurs are gonna make a big trade to get another big. That's what I feel like.
They have 3 obviously amazing point guards now with Fox, Harper, and Stephon Castle. I think possibly one of those guys could be moving out. In my personal opinion, it would be Fox, just because I think he's on a contract or he's due for a bigger contract. And if you're the Spurs, why not stay just as competitive while also being cheap? You know what I'm saying? So being able to contain Harper and contain Castle while moving Fox for a better piece, maybe a big to go alongside Wemby, I think that'd be a great idea. But on paper, this Spurs team is nasty, dude, and they could really be a title contender in 2-3 years. We'll move on to the 5th pick. The Utah Jazz take Ace Bailey. Did not seem too happy about going there.
He wasn't happy at all.
He wasn't happy.
Me personally, I think the Jazz are just gonna stay how they've been for the past 10 years. Terrible.
Since the Jazz got rid of Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, they haven't been anywhere near contention. They've been in the top 5 in the lottery the last 3-4 years.
I don't even have them getting close to the play.
Not even. No way. Obviously, Lauri Markkanen is going to stay there. He's not really going to do much. Ace Bailey had an interesting pre-draft process, decided not to work out for any teams, didn't really cooperate with a lot of teams, and maybe that plummeted his draft stock. Me personally, I thought he was going to go 3 to Philly. Ends up dropping all the way to 5 to Utah. Obviously, a place he didn't want to go. If you saw him walk up there, didn't have the greatest smile on his face, didn't look too excited. I mean, if you're 18, 19 years old and you're making it to the NBA, you got to be ecstatic. You saw Cooper Flag, he was going crazy. Dylan Harper was going crazy. Ace Bailey goes up there kind of nonchalantly, doesn't really care about what's happening. So
He would be traded because I feel like his chemistry with the team won't do well if he doesn't want to be there.
it depends. It really depends. I think it depends on how they treat him when he gets there, what kind of guys are around him. If you asked me, I honestly probably couldn't tell you 5 players on the Jazz, and that's simply because of just how terrible they are. Not really a team to pay attention to.
Sell the team.
Which team did the guy from Florida get drafted to?
Walter Clayton?
Yeah.
I think he went to Utah too.
Oh yeah,
Utah
I think he went to Utah too.
So maybe that's the reason.
He's a solid piece, but at the same time, they're not gonna get close to the play. Max like maybe 12.
So let's talk about this team. The Brooklyn Nets
Terrible.
had one of the worst draft nights in NBA history.
5 first-round
Five
picks.
first-round picks. I'm a Knicks fan. You guys know that. You guys been watching the channel. I'm a Knicks fan. We traded those 6 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. I think they only used 2 of those last night, but they had 5 total first-round picks. After watching that made me happy. I thought we gave up a lot for Mikal Bridges. No. We gave up a bunch of scrubs, international scrubs, guys who they reached at every single pick. The guy they took at 9, they realistically could have taken at 19. A lot of those guys probably wouldn't have even been drafted if they didn't take him. Like, it's the first round. They had, I believe it was 9 or 8. They either had the 8th or 9th pick, the 19th pick, the 8th,
Yeah.
the 22nd pick, the 26th pick, and the 27th pick. Like, if you don't know how to draft, at least trade the picks for something. You have 5 first-round picks in 1 year. Milwaukee, I don't think, had a first-round pick this year.
Warriors gonna have the pick.
Yeah, so why not send it to Milwaukee for Giannis? Like, I understand you're going full-on rebuild, whatever, if that's the direction that you want to go.
They've been rebuilding for a while.
Exactly. Like, you have Cam Thomas. You have guys that are built to contend.
Cam
so why
Thomas
not?
is solid.
Yeah, why not build around that? No, you use all 5 first-round picks on guys who probably shouldn't have even been drafted in the first round. So moving away from the draft, we'll talk about the OKC Thunder versus the Indiana Pacers, which just finished up last week. Obviously, Thunder, NBA champions. What do you think about that?
Honestly, I think they got really lucky with Halliburton.
It was, honestly, as a Knicks fan,
9 points in 7 minutes.
As a Knicks fan,
They could have gone for 40.
100%. As a Knicks fan, I was a little salty. I thought, Indiana would get swept. It ended up being an unbelievable series. Was one of the best series I've watched in the last couple of years.
I mean, I'm not going to say if Halliburton was playing, they would have smoked them, but it would have been really close, a lot closer.
100%. I mean, just because of the way Halliburton started shooting the ball, 3 threes in that first 7 minutes, he looked hot. And then obviously the unfortunate Achilles tear ruined it all for him, and obviously Indiana would go on to end up losing. I think SGA put together one of the best seasons
He deserved MVP.
of all time.
And in my opinion, that was the craziest NBA season I ever watched. With all the trades, with the playoffs, that's
For
the
real,
craziest
especially-
NBA season
yeah.
I ever watched.
Back to SGA. That was just an unreal season he put together. Averaged 35-5. Top team in the West on a young team. broke so many
And
records.
Like 2 years ago, the Thunder were like
Exactly, they weren't that good.
24-45, I think.
MVP, regular season MVP, won the
title.
finals,
Scoring title.
scoring title,
Finals MVP.
finals MVP, Western Conference Finals MVP. He got like 5 trophies in 1 year.
First team
First team All NBA. SGA, one of the best seasons we've ever watched. I get a lot of people call him a foul merchant, and I guess some of the tape is there to be able to say that. But you cannot deny this guy had one of the craziest seasons we have seen in a long time.
100%.
Let's move into the offseason. A lot of trades going around, a lot of trade rumors. Let's start with the most recent one, KD to the Rockets.
In my opinion, the Suns won that trade 100%.
They did.
Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks. How many picks? They
I
had
think
a
it was-
lot of second round.
First round, one first round pick, which ended up being I
me
think it was
see.
Kalan Mulach, the
Yeah.
center last night, and then 5 second round picks.
Nah, the Suns
That
won
was
that.
crazy.
An absolute haul.
Just for KD. And Jalen Green, he's still young.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant, he's probably going to be done in like
2
to
3 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can look at this from both sides. For the Rockets side of things, the Rockets are obviously built to contend right now. They lost to the Warriors in 7 games this past season.
Yeah.
I think it was more that they weren't less talented than the Warriors, but they didn't have the playoff experience. So I understand them going and getting a guy like KD who's been competing in the playoffs, has won championships for the last 15
Can
years.
score at any level.
Can score at any level, one of the best scorers really of all time. I understand them getting him. They did have to give up a lot. I did not expect that. Obviously,
Dylan Brooks, he's not bad.
no, not,
He has to
not
work on his
either.
flipper a little bit, but he's not bad.
KD,
Jalen Green,
listen, bro.
he's really young.
I didn't think they would get that much for a 35-year-old Kevin Durant.
Exactly.
I'm not denying that KD is still a very good player in this league, probably a top 15 player in the league. I just think that's a lot to give up for a guy who you're gonna have maybe
Suns-
2-3
Suns
years.
won that.
And then from the Sun side of things, I think they've done a really nice job of moving on from
Then Mark Williams.
Mark Williams. I cheered for Mark Williams last night from the Hornets. They obviously already have Nick Richards, who they got from the Hornets early season. Moved on from KD. I could see them moving on from Bradley Beal too.
Devin Booker, he's tough.
Devin Booker, obviously, top 20 player in the NBA. And they drafted a young guy yesterday, like we were talking about, Kalan Mulach. So, Suns, I'm liking what I'm seeing from them so far. They did really good with the KD trade. Obviously brought in Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks. So, good stuff from the Suns.
Let's move on to the Celtics.
Celtics.
Kristaps
The Knicks broke the
Porzingis.
Celtics. You can't tell me otherwise. The Knicks broke the Celtics. I'm telling you this right now. We broke them.
Giving up Drew Holiday, one of the best defenders in the NBA, to the Blazers.
Listen.
If not, maybe the best.
I
defender in the
understand
NBA.
why they had to do it, because obviously they had to get under the second apron with the new CBA rules and the way that money works in the NBA today. But I just it's crazy. We broke the Celtics, dog. We
And
broke the
also
Celtics.
Porzingis.
Nah, you
Listen.
guys didn't break the Celtics. They just obviously budget cuts killed
Listen,
them.
though.
And
Listen.
Jason Tatum's out the whole year.
They're coming off a chip. 2024, they won the finals. They come into the playoffs next year. We whooped their butt in 6 games, and now they go ahead and trading their whole core that got them to the finals. Porzingis heading to Atlanta. That's a good fit. Him and Trae Young, especially
That's
with
a
the
really good
3-point
fit.
shooting.
That's a really good
They're
fit.
oh my god, dude. Teams are gonna have a problem on defense. Drew Holiday to the Portland Trailblazers. I doubt he lasts a month or two there. They're probably gonna ship him off. And Anthony Simons to the Celtics. That was an interesting thing for me.
He's not bad.
He's not bad. He's young, 26 years old. I just think what is gonna work for the Celtics, considering their only bigs now are Al Horford and Luke Cornett. Al Horford is, I believe, a free agent. He's also very
the best
old.
player. That's Jason Tatum's out the whole year.
Jason
Brown.
Tatum's out for the whole year.
Jaylen
Jalen
Brown.
Brown has been dealing with knee stuff. Hopefully, he'll be good for the regular season.
Me personally, I don't even have them making the. They'll probably make the play-in, but I don't have them making the playoffs.
I don't know if they're gonna be that. There has to be some other move. They're too weak at center to just stay where they are. I feel like there's a lockjam at guard. Obviously, Derek White, Anthony Simons, Peyton Pritchard.
I've been hearing a lot of rumors. Derek White to the Warriors.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen to the Warriors, but I've seen a lot of rumors of possibly Derek White being moved out, Jaylen Brown being moved out. They're
No, I don't
listening.
think Jalen Brown's gonna get moved.
No.
That's what I saw. They're listening to offers on Sam Hauser as well. So a lot of stuff going around in Boston. We broke them. You can't tell me otherwise. I'm telling you that right now, right here. Well, everybody, thank you guys for watching this episode of the Man with the Mic podcast. We're back. Like I said, every single Friday we're going to be dropping. Going to have a new guest every single week. I'd like to thank my boys Munir and Ali for coming on the show. Had a great talk today. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace. Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back again with... two guests, my boy Munir and my boy Ali.
Wait, how did that look like that? Want me like a couple of years, like maybe like 6-7 years. He's gonna
6-7.
What do you think, Ali?
About what? Final sacrifice.
Oh my God. Final sacrifice? You believe in that?